afternoon, good morning. Uh, yeah, we're back after so many technical difficulties on my end. I finally switched back over to OBS because WebRoot Secure Anywhere just popped up on my computer, so cool. Anyway, we're back. We're the film dudes. Yeah. We're back again.
Yes.
Hey, we're back. A dinosaur story.
Yes. So, yeah.
Speaking of we're back, did you know that they're going to try to de-extinct the Tasmanian tiger?
I feel like I've seen that somewhere. Why are you saying that's a bad idea, Stuart?
Perhaps.
I mean, how dangerous is the Tasmanian tiger?
It depends on what species you are. I mean, if you're a chicken, it's pretty dangerous.
Stuart, aren't you like 1/4 chicken or something?
I think it's more like a third.
A third. Okay. Well then. As long as we keep straight away, yeah.
Yes. Don't mind me, I'm just having a very late dinner with some Freddy's fries.
Oh, that's good.
So,
Not
apologies.
the best fries, but they're pretty tasty.
Yes.
Yeah. Who does have the best fries?
Well, my personal opinion would probably be Wendy's has super good fries.
Yeah. I mean, more salt on them, the better.
Yeah.
Would you like some sodium bromide? Nah, bro.
What?
Yeah, this is gonna be a Ferris wheel of a episode. So much irony.
That
That's
joke was golden.
I feel like the guy in that episode of Jimmy Neutron, and he's like, dude, you dropped some salt. And Jimmy's like, yeah, I see the sodium, whatever. And he's like, dude, it's salt.
Welcome back to the New Film Dudes ASMR. You join me eating a crispy chicken sandwich.
Hey.
Crispy chicken sandwich.
Crispy chicken sandwich from Freddy's.
Not sponsored.
I was gonna say, are we gonna plug them into this, I guess?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Anyway, so I watched Police Academy last night.
Very good, very good. What'd you think?
I thought it was funny because I would say that of the cast, I would only be able to recognize Michael Winslow, but he was literally like, I think that was his breakout role. Because if you look up Michael Winslow, it's like known for all 7 police academies, and I'm like, oh boy, do I have a collection waiting. But yeah, like I only know Michael Winslow from Spaceballs as like the radar operator, where it's like, I got the bleeps, boop, 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 I got the sweeps, and I got the creeps.
I think his step into stardom was actually stand-up comedy.
Yeah, but like I really only know him from Spaceballs and Police Academy now.
Of course, he was typecast, pigeonholed.
Was he though? Because like the dude can do anything.
Well, I've never seen him. Well, I did. No, I did see him do a backflip. Well, actually, it was more like an aerial where he, did like a front flip and then flipped over the fence, and which was that Police Academy 1 where he did that? Maybe it was no. It's got to be Police Academy 2, Citizens on Patrol, I think.
But
yeah.
Have you seen all of them, Landon?
No, not all of them.
Mm.
I remember fondly as a child watching Police Academy 2. And I've seen Police Academy 1 a few times, and I think I've also seen 3. After that, I,
Yeah.
I really didn't stick with it.
I don't know if I've watched Police Academy in full. I've probably seen bits and pieces of it, and then I kind of remember one of them where, I think it's Ron Perlman is like some Russian.
Oh, that sounds like the description of the second or third one.
Is it? For some reason I'm thinking 7, but I don't know.
I would Google it, but I'm still eating a
Citizens on
sandwich.
Patrol was number 4.
Number 4?
Yeah, it was number 4.
Well, let me see. Oh wait, hold on.
So was
No,
in the
okay,
first
yeah,
one,
it is 7. It is 7 because 7 is called Mission to Moscow.
So did the first one have Bobcat Goldthwait?
Yeah, the first one had it. I don't know who.
Yeah,
who was that though?
My mother's name was Jughead. Yeah, that's the one I grew up watching. I don't know why I was thinking of Citizens on Patrol, but yeah, I've definitely seen like 1 through 4 then. Because I remember Citizens on Patrol pretty vividly.
Wait, Bobcat. I saw that name when I was looking it up last night, but was he like the thug that stole the guns near the end?
Yeah. Well, didn't they go to like the old zoo, not the new zoo, but the old zoo?
No. This was like the Blue Oyster Bar or whatever, where it was like the.
The Blue Oyster Bar's in like all of them.
Oh, really? Okay.
Let's cut him some slack. He has just seen the first one. So.
Yeah. So wait a minute. When was Blue Oyster Cult founded? Is there a connection here?
I think Blue Oyster Cult was older.
What do you? Well, I'm checking.
I love how I'm like, where's my phone? I'm practically holding it.
It says they were formed in 1967.
Okay, yeah, they're definitely older. I was just wondering, like, because didn't Landon, when we were in the trash cinema class, didn't we learn that Duran Duran is from Barbarella?
Yeah.
That still is like, what?
What?
Yeah! The character in the, like, weird barbarian space princess film, Barbarella, is helped by, like, an Obi-Wan Kenobi type character whose name is Duran Duran.
Oh.
And yes, the band is 100%, they give credit to that.
Okay, that's just another reason for me not to watch Barbarella.
Alright, when did Barbarella... Yeah, so 1968 film Barbarella. So the scientist was named Durand, like Durand, but you pronounce it without the second D. and the band is spelled phonetically.
Right.
And then also, apparently, some guy in the back, I remember this so well for some weird reason. He was like, apparently, there's other Barbarella movies or like some really weird, uh, like minor detail from the movie that's like there's a sex toy in there that another band. Oh. Steely Dan. Steely Dan.
Oh, come on.
Yep. Steely Dan.
Oh, brother. Brother.
Yep, it was a
Duran Duran and Steely Dan.
It was a dildo from Barbara. Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to remember what songs did Steely Dan do? Because
God, what did they do? I know I've heard at least.
yeah, it doesn't really matter.
There's an LA Weekly article. Steely Dan fans are assholes.
Really?
Wow. Now I gotta look up Steely Dan songs. Do It Again. Yeah, where it's like, back, Jack, do it again. Wheel turning round. Yeah, that one. That's all I really remember. That's probably their... Oh, and Reelin' in the Years. Their album Can't Buy a Thrill from 1972. That's probably their biggest album that most people, at least my age, would be like, oh, that song that I've only ever heard except none of their other work.
Yeah, I'm not coming with anything to mind, so I'm gonna be like, eh.
I'm kind of interested to see their other music, but anywho, that was a
anyway,
detour.
You're taking with Police Academy.
Absolutely, yeah. Police Academy, great fun. I definitely need to track down the rest of them now, but...
So Bobcat, it looks like he shows up in Police Academy 2, and that's the one I was thinking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a really good one. But I have seen like 1 and 2, 3, and then Citizens on Patrol is number 4. But
Yep.
yeah, great movies. Great movies.
Oh, I also subscribe to Peacock for $4.99 a month, which actually seems reasonable. You can either do that or $10 a month and have no ads at all. But so far the ads only run like at the beginning, so it's like, okay. Wow, that's a soggy fry. Oh, God. Okay. I'm gonna take a break from those for a while. Jeez.
Well, you don't want to get cold.
Anyway, so I watched Prince of Egypt like 2 weeks ago now on Peacock.
Right.
And yeah, it's really good. It's actually a DreamWorks movie that I don't think many people realize it's DreamWorks because I don't think many film nerds necessarily watch Prince of Egypt. But it was the DreamWorks SKG, the K of the group. Katzenberg was the producer behind that one. Yeah, it was really good. And yes, it's a musical. No, I didn't hate it. In fact, the song "You're Playing with the Big Boys Now," sung by Steve Martin and
Martin Short.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That got stuck in my head really quick. I will certainly give them props to that. So yeah, it was a good great film there.
I remember watching that movie. I don't know how many times growing up.
But I sent a thing to the chat, which we didn't really
Yeah.
discuss much. It was like, oh, the Prince of Egypt is. Okay, now I gotta.
You said it's like Hamlet.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
said
yeah.
it
So I was
reminds you
getting
of
like,
Hamlet.
I was getting like huge Lion King vibes from Prince of Egypt, which, okay, yeah.
And I
Uh,
wanted to really send you that video that we had watched, that Browse Held High guy,
okay, yeah.
about Lion King not necessarily being a Hamlet, but more like a Henry IV. But anywho,
Okay, Prince of Egypt came out in 1998, and Lion King, you better not show me that one. Oh, they did. Okay, you failed
what?
Google. Google, you failed hard.
Oh, they gave you the live action one, didn't
Yep,
they?
they definitely
Ah,
did.
ugh.
Okay, the original, the good one, the only one, came out in
The only
19...
one that
Yeah.
counts.
So yeah, the original came out in 1994. So it is possible that
Mm.
they're like, Disney, Katzenberg's from Disney. Katzenberg loves to tell Disney to go fuck themselves. So it could be their little Kimba the White Lion, if anyone gets that reference.
Oh, you don't get that reference? Well,
Anywho, so yeah, it felt like a lot of like "Long live the king" scenes and stuff like that. And yes, it is based off of the story of the Bible. So yeah, it's very good, and it's also it's a very wholesome movie that I think kids should watch it for some sense of educational purposes, mostly for entertainment value, of course. But
yeah, there's entertainment. Yeah.
yeah, I think it does well getting the story of Moses across, and yeah, it was very well made. I think it definitely, seeing it for the first time, I'm like, wow, this is really good animation. And I'm like looking at it from 2022 perspectives, and it was made in 1998. So I'm like, wow, this did not age like at all. Like it
Yeah.
looks great.
Yeah, no, because, I mean, my family, instead of us watching the Ten Commandments, we just watched Prince of Egypt.
Nice.
And well, that's basically what they kept showing us kids. I mean, it was either Prince of Egypt or Jonah, a VeggieTales movie. So, but yeah, no, Moses, no, Prince of Egypt. There we go. I mean, yeah, it really is a great movie. Didn't realize till, years later when, actually started paying attention to, things like the cast. It's like, what? Val Kilmer and
Yeah.
Ralph
Ralph
Fiennes,
yeah,
I think that's
yeah.
how you pronounce the name.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Martin Short. It's like, holy crap. Jeff Goldblum. It's
Oh
like,
God, I loved
what?
him. That was really good voice acting on his part.
Oh,
As,
and
like, the
Patrick
brother.
Stewart. Yeah, Patrick Stewart.
Who the hell did Patrick Stewart play?
He was the Pharaoh, the Daddy Pharaoh,
Daddy
whatever his
Pharaoh.
name is. Whatever.
Daddy Pharaoh.
The one who gets
Okay,
mad after they break his statue.
We found a merch line. Daddy Pharaoh. If anybody makes a t-shirt of that, we claim full rights to that.
That'd be awesome. I'm quitting my job and living off merch shop with Daddy Pharaoh.
Oh my God, we seriously, I think it's about time we created a merch shop. But That's also
Yeah.
later on down the line when we actually want to try and merchandise this madness.
Madness, that's it. But yeah, anywho, yeah, the music from that movie is great, and um, I guess okay, specifically, what about it gave you like the Hamlet, Lion King vibe?
Um,
I guess. I mean, I can see maybe like the killing somebody, going out, and then coming back to sort of right or wrong. I can see that. Is
well,
that kind of where you were going, or?
I mean, mostly from the part where Moses runs out of the what do you call an Egyptian like lord's domain, like a
Are you talking
temple?
like the construction site?
Yeah, when he meets like his sister and Jeff Goldblum brother. Uh,
Oh,
like it's like
oh, so when he
Simba.
first meets them?
Yeah, like that part
Okay, yeah.
triggered the memory of like when Simba's out in the desert and Timon and Pumbaa first find him. He's like cast out and all that sort of thing. So I was like, whoa, okay, that just like caused a brain cell to fire there.
Hmm.
um, but yeah, and then it also felt um, like Ramses. I know like the characters don't line up perfectly, but like Ramses could kind of be like Scar, even though his dad was the king. So again, it doesn't line up perfectly, but just
But
like who's the hero, who's the villain, sort of thing. Uh, yeah, you've got the two wizards, uh, uh, whatever you want to call them,
yeah,
Egyptian
the two.
priests, I guess. They're
Yeah.
like the hyenas, and then you've got Ed somewhere, I guess. But anyway, I feel like
Uh,
there is if you watch both of them, and I feel
I
like
mean, you could make comparisons. I
anyway,
mean, like those comparisons right on the spot. So I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
like if a film student out there is looking for a paper to write, because boy do I remember that struggle. Look into
You had a struggle? Okay.
look into comparing Prince of Egypt and the Lion King themes of like, oh yes, also remember that the Lion King is based off of Hamlet, and so therefore is the story of Moses related to the story of Hamlet? Is Shakespeare's Hamlet an adaptation of Moses? Like, I don't know. Do that research and get back with me because I don't have the time to do that.
Well, I feel like there are several answers to your questions already, but
Yeah.
because I mean, Shakespeare did base his stories off of other stories, and I do think there was a story about a Danish prince somewhere. Um, and then surprisingly, I learned from a movie about Shakespeare called All Is True, starring, of course, Kenneth Branagh as who else? Shakespeare.
Oh, that would have been interesting to see.
Oh, it was actually enjoyable, really enjoyable. It would have been hilarious if my theater teacher had lived to see that movie because he
Yeah.
thought that Branagh was kind of arrogant. So, but anywho, turns out that Shakespeare's son
Mm-hmm.
was named. So it's spelled Hamnet. It looks like it's spelled Hamnet,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like, that's basically, it's just screaming to say Hamlet.
Interesting.
So
That's very interesting, actually.
it really is. And then of course I'll leave it to the brows held high guy to explain why maybe Lion King isn't really an adaptation of Hamlet, but if you can't really make a kids movie of Hamlet, cause wow,
Okay, yeah, it may not be an exact like
yeah,
play by
yeah,
play,
no,
but the
no, I
Timon
know
and
what you're
Pumbaa
saying. Yeah,
characters being what are their names?
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Yeah, like that is 100% them.
I mean, they, yeah. I mean, kids movie, you're not gonna really exactly like detail for detail gonna turn an adult story. Yeah, but anywho, it's a fun thing. Um,
So yeah.
yeah.
Oh, Landon, I've got a recommendation for you. Have First of all, I hope you've been enjoying Reacher, and if not, do go enjoy it. Um, Also, while you're scrolling
It's
through,
on my to watch list. I'm still trying to get into it.
nice. So while you're scrolling through Amazon Prime, I highly would recommend you look up James May, Our Man in Italy. Uh, so season one was him in Japan, and James May is one of the trio from the Grand Tour on Amazon, formerly Top Gear. Top,
Yeah.
yeah, Top Gear. Uh,
Which one was he?
he's the sort of like mad scientist looking one.
Okay, I guess that's
you'll
reasonable
you'll
description.
definitely know him when you see him. Um, but the Japan series was great, and Italy, the very first episode starts off in Sicily. So I was like, oh, well, I gotta tell Landon about this.
What's it
Uh,
called?
James May, Our Man in Italy.
Well, they have. It looks like they also have our man in Japan.
Yeah, so Japan was like season one. I guess they're doing like a whole travelogue series now, where they just
Huh.
tour the world. Um, a grand tour, if you will.
uh,
But yeah, yeah. So it was pretty good. I'm still watching it, but yeah, he starts off in Sicily, and it was pretty interesting. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I wonder how much of that like uh, your in-laws can relate to.
Hmm. I'll look into it.
Plan is
Time with my in-laws, great.
wonder wonder how many people can relate to that feeling.
I think that's the true emotion, and anybody who has in-laws, and like can fully feel the affliction of
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's about all
Wait,
you're
I
allowed
don't
to
have
say.
any.
Is,
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
so yeah, anyone else got any fun new thoughts?
fun new thoughts.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've been rewatching Game of Thrones.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
Getting ready for the new series on HBO.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. I kind of would like to maybe watch an episode with you just to be like, do I get HBO Max for this? Because I'm hesitant really with it just sounds like it's not gonna fly very far.
I know
Yeah,
that.
I don't think it is, but yeah, I mean, I enjoyed all the way up. I enjoyed it, Game of Thrones all the way up until the final season, and
All the way up
I
until
think
the
a bunch of
Starbucks
people
cup.
feel that way. I
yeah,
think a
but
bunch of
I,
people
I
feel that
figured
way.
I'd go ahead and give this a try. It's Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon
Yeah.
starts tomorrow night.
Mm. I
Well,
We'll see
think
how it goes.
I'd love to hear your take on it because I am optimistic until I am pessimistic, and then when I become pessimistic, oh boy, do I ride that train as far as I
yeah,
can.
once he gets there, he's a flaming pessimistic.
And House of the Dragon, the fact that they have so many spin-off titles already, announced, it's just like, okay, it's like 80% of these aren't even gonna make it off the shelf, probably.
I mean, it
Yeah.
kind of depends on how this one turns out.
Yeah.
What you say?
Oh, well, if we got Ed Sheeran in one, I guess we'll put, like, Post Malone in the next one. I don't know. We could
I
put
mean, why not?
wait. We could put Ozzy Osbourne as one of the Targaryens. It'll be very accurate.
That would be great.
I don't care if that was a joke. That is a great idea. I am fully 100% behind that.
Don't mind him. He's inbred.
Well, even if they put him in like with like a distant relative of the Boltons, that would be
Yeah.
wonderful.
That's where
He
that's
doesn't have
yeah.
to be Targaryen.
Yeah,
He could
I
be whatever.
forgot the Boltons.
Just as long as he makes an appearance, it's like, oh, this is gold. I love it. Again.
Oh my
god. Honestly, at this point, it's like just put in these other people, because honestly.
Oh. Let's not forget two major releases happening this Christmas. This is going to be brought up probably in every episode before, during, and after these releases. We have
What?
Avatar 2 finally.
Oh!
The Shape of Water. I mean, the Way of Water. The Flow of Water. I don't fucking know. It looks okay. I'm gonna say
any name is crap.
I'm gonna say it was. The first one was enjoyable. A lot of people are like, "Oh, it's such a white savior movie," and
that's not my complaint. Believe me. White savior is my last complaint.
CGI'd Pocahontas.
There we go.
Sans
there
singing.
We go.
Yep.
I don't know. Like, I think my gripe about it is just like, so we had the technology way back when to make the first one. Why the hell did it take this long to make a sequel?
Who knows?
Money.
It's James Cameron. What, like, part of the Titanic did he not sell to, like...
Maybe that's where this has been hiding for so many years. It got sunk.
Yeah, so anyway, there's that one, which I think will do just fine at the box office. Then we have, oh boy do we have, the Illumination Studios Mario movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how bad could it be?
Well, it's got Chris Pratt as Mario, Charlie Day as Luigi. Solid-ish start. Then it kind of just goes out the window from there. For one, we're giving Donkey Kong a voice with Seth Rogen, of all people. Then we have, let's see, Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, I believe. Jack Black as Bowser. Kevin Michael Richardson, the deepest voice in all of voice actory, as Kamek, the little blue robe wizard turtle thing. Yeah, so I would love to see the name at the end of the credits who is in charge of casting for that one, because wow.
Yeah. Imagine you did that essay on the original Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah, like, I kind of wish I was going back to college for something film related, because compare and contrast, yes please.
This is a train wreck. How much more of a train wreck is this one?
Well, I don't think you have to worry about someone breaking their arm on set.
Yeah. So are those the only? Are there any other movies other than those two coming out that we should be aware of?
Those are the ones that stand out to me. I need to go to the internet oracle.
Okay.
Bing.
Um.
2022 movie releases. Yeah.
I mean, we have Knives Out 2 coming out at some point.
Ooh. Nice.
Or is that 2023?
Ooh, Luck. Okay, I do want to talk about that one briefly. So,
Which one?
it's an Apple Plus, Apple TV Plus, whatever the fuck. It's an Apple movie that has Simon Pegg as a black cat, a Scottish black cat, mind you.
Oh!
It was good. I watched that one, and I didn't get a chance to see all the credits because I had to immediately then go to work, but I managed to watch it all the way through. Very good. I think a lot of people were kind of looking at it like, lol, what is this? But it was enjoyable. I greatly loved it. There were a lot of good voices in it. Lots of new roles for people, so some names I didn't recognize, so very much worth watching. I just have one question though. Why did it come out now? It's like Leprechauns, St. Patrick's Day, March.
You think it should have waited?
Like what? Who was
Cash in on the bar or the bar crowd?
I'm just kind of confused why they released it now.
Wait. He's Scottish,
Yeah.
but it has something to do with leprechauns,
Yeah.
which are usually Irish.
Oh, because Scottish cats are very lucky.
Okay, somebody pulled that out of their ass.
Well, watch the film and you will see how right you
Okay.
are.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, if it's good, I'll enjoy it.
I thought
before I
like
forget,
the slapstickery of it at the beginning was pretty good.
there's slapstickery.
Yeah,
I love slapstickery.
It's pretty good. Very fluid animation. But for once, I'm like, ooh, the story stuck out so much to me that I'm more invested in that than like all the technical stuff. So, good,
wow,
good marks from me on Luck.
Yeah, that does say something.
I'm hoping it.
Okay, so what?
I was hoping that it would mean something. Yes.
Okay, so before I forget, because I forget a lot, it seems like. Speaking of Game of Thrones, I did say in the chat that I did watch Cyrano, starring Peter Dinklage.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Honestly, it just reminded me how tragic Cyrano de Bergerac is.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I kind of had forgotten that. But honestly, it was really enjoyable. I mean, when there are laughs in the movie, you do laugh. I think especially when you have Peter Dinklage show up in his first scene.
Yeah.
It's just it's just hilarious. But the other day I went to look at how long any of the songs are in the movie, and there's only like I think most of them are like a couple minutes, like maybe 1 or 2 minutes. And with the exception of this one song that was just stuck in my head for several days, called what's the name of that one? Goes something like "Heaven is wherever I fall."
Oh yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
I mean, it's great, but No, the movie was really enjoyable. Apparently, when they filmed it, they just um, re, uh, just went ahead and went with the actors singing during that scene. Because I mean, I guess maybe it's more usual for actors to sing in a studio, then the music is played over the scene, so they like lip sync or whatever. But no, they recorded it live, and Peter Dinklage actually has a music background.
Oh, nice.
He actually, what was it? He used to be in a rock band,
What?
and they actually played at CBGB. So if anybody who knows music, when I say CBGB, they're like, "What?" It was a famous bar in New York that lots of like. There's a movie about the bar, but I mean, people like the Ramones and Patti Smith. You know, they played at that bar. So yeah, but honestly, it's really fun. The music is great. I mean, there's a lot of stylization going on, like people dancing, but still, I think it's really beautiful. And well, I love Peter Dinklage, so you know. But at the end, it's also like, damn, that was just the further along you go in the movie, it gets depressing, and it's like, oh, ouch.
Dang. So,
But I do recommend it. I really do.
I think I just found the interview he gave regarding Cyrano, but I'm mostly just staring at his, like, I don't even know what to call this look. It's like he just got like washed up by the ocean. He is Aquaman in this picture. Like,
Yeah.
what is this beard?
I mean, the
Like,
kind of beard and everything. Look.
There's a
I
New
mean, that's
Yorker
kind of the
article
look
out
he's
there.
going for now, I guess.
It's not bad. It's just like that is
No.
a look that I wasn't
Hey,
expecting.
look. I mean, it's an awesome look.
Yeah.
Oh, Landon, what's your take on it?
On what?
On the Peter Dinklage picture.
Oh, I haven't looked at it yet. That's why I'm confused. Let me pull it up really quick. Okay. I'm a New Yorker subscriber, 12 weeks for total.
Don't read the ad.
Yeah, that's what I do.
He's been conditioned.
I have. All right, so what am I looking for?
Just his picture right there on the article.
What's your take on the beard and the hair? Stuart's looks like he washed up on a beach.
I'm not trying to say that.
Looks like he's getting old. I mean, his forehead hair is super thin. He's got a little bit of gray in his beard. He's not aging gracefully, but he kind of looks like a baby Viking.
I was about to make a different sort of joke, but we'll just go with that.
I mean, I don't know. It's classy. I don't know. It's kind of it goes with the rocker kind of vibe, don't you think?
Yeah, with that look makes me think of like In Bruges for some reason.
You're you're thinking in Bruges.
Yeah, like put him in that film with that look.
He could have probably played like I don't know, Colin Farrell's part
That's
in that
exactly what
movie,
I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
or
I can
maybe
see
Ralph
that.
Fiennes.
uh, probably Farrell.
Farrell. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just imagine him walking up to somebody and saying, "Would you like some cocaine?"
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, he does seem like he's got a little bit of a grunginess to him.
Yeah.
My opinion, anyway.
I mean, the beard there is definitely better than the beard in Game of Thrones, in my opinion.
Well, it
He kind of
looks
doesn't
less
have a
groomed.
beard.
It looks more wild. I would say it looks more contemporary.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm. Point taken.
Sign of the times, just as fucking gnarly as the rest of the world is.
Gnarly. Is that what you mean, man?
Oh yeah, man. Oh man, yeah. Like, I'd like to detour now to a new segment that will probably not be continued in the next episode. The Film Dudes Book Club. I am currently reading a wonderful little book. I did finish The Shroud of Turin. Very educational, by the way. I definitely appreciated it. Um, but I'm reading a very fun little book now called Whiskey Galore, written by Compton Mackenzie. It is the tale, fictional, of course, of
Ah,
the wartime rationing that is heavily affecting the whiskey rations on a little Scottish, well, two little Scottish islands, um, and how just bonkers and out of control things get with each passing day. Like, the minute the ration hits, like one guy just drops dead because he can't get any more whiskey, and I'm just like, okay, this is a great book. Like, I definitely hope someone out there, or I make it big enough with the help of you guys, that we can turn this book into a film because it definitely deserves that treatment. I'm getting like Water Horse vibes, mainly just because Scotland during World War II. uh, but I love how the author has figured out a way to write in Gaelic as well as just like Scottish Cockney, as well as regular English. So he gives the characters like accents and dialects and things that it's like, I love this. It's very well written. The book was published in 1947, so just after World War II.
really?
So I'm guessing that he probably lived through something similar. But it definitely deserves a film treatment. Like, someone please pick this up. Like, maybe Simon Pegg. Um, but yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful book that I hope to live long enough that someday there's a movie made of it because it definitely deserves it.
Don't, isn't that great when you find a book? It's like, man, this would be a great movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or you hear, like, oh, it almost got made into a movie, and it's like, ah.
That's the worst part when it's like, hey, it's been picked up. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Hey, what happened to it? Like, I haven't heard about it in like 3 years. It's like, oh, you didn't hear? It's dead now. And it's like, oh,
Uh,
great.
so like, recently I watched a movie called Cop with James Wood.
Mm-hmm.
And because I remember reading the book it was based on back when I was at KU, actually summer 2018, and I remember reading somewhere or reading on the Wikipedia page, so they had the article cited, but the character from that book and like the trilogy of that character, Tom Hanks was interested in playing that character.
Oh boy.
And it's like, that would have been really interesting because this character it's like, would have been probably a very un-Tom Hanks kind of character. Because
Yeah.
he's a brilliant detective, but well, to borrow a phrase from one of my coworkers, he can't keep his pickle in his pocket.
Yeah. Definitely
So,
not Tom. Oh man.
so that would have been. It's kind of like it's like want to write a letter to the author and like, hey, could you just write a script and just make sure Tom Hanks. It's only for Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Can we please do this movie? Because come on, let's give Tom Hanks something really juicy.
I don't know why, but all of a sudden I have this like craving to see Tom Hanks play like either an American Sherlock Holmes or like ooh, what if like the Invisible Man but with Tom Hanks?
Hmm.
That would be interesting. I think I would love to see that actually.
Uh. Hmm. I mean, that'd definitely be something along the lines of like when he did the Lady Killers. It'd definitely be something like a little more sophisticated and like genuinely sophisticated compared to his other like everyman roles.
The Man with One Red Shoe.
Like, yeah, yeah, that one. Or like I mean, he usually plays the everyman, so to see him like playing like an American Sherlock Holmes where he's like
Yeah, like
somebody
he's
who knows who's smarter than the other characters and knows it.
yeah, he's bigger than any other character that he's played. Like he's like the villain even. I kind of want to see Tom Hanks as a villain. Like I don't know
I
why.
think they tried that in one movie, but I
Uh-oh.
don't know how that turned out.
Okay.
It was called. Well, I mean, you have the Lady Killers, but that's more of like an anti-hero versus a villain. But it's probably still my favorite Tom Hanks role. But well, yeah, probably, yeah, more so than Toy Story. Uh, but the movie was called The Circle, and he did that
Oh,
with
I have that.
Emma Watson.
I need to watch that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, I haven't seen it, but I mean,
Wow, there's only 4. Well, okay, there's not really okay, it's a general
oh, and I
consensus
and
that
I guess he did do the Elvis movie where he played Colonel Tom Parker, which, if you have a certain viewpoint, you could say that's a villain right there. Which,
Oh yeah, I just found that article. It's Variety. Um, yeah, I think there's a consensus that there's potentially 4 films that he could be considered a villain in.
Okay, what other films would that be?
So The Circle, The Lady Killers, Elvis, as you mentioned, but then there's Road to Perdition, and
Oh, right. No, I wouldn't call him a villain in that one. He's more like I mean, he's the protagonist, but he's a he's a killer. But I mean, I don't think he was the villain in that movie.
Okay, so he essentially played like a bad person, though. I guess is what they're going with.
Uh,
And then there's one called Cloud Atlas, which I feel like I've seen. Maybe.
was he a villain in that? I don't know. I didn't see that.
It's.
I mean, I really
Oh boy,
haven't
I'm
seen
getting
Road to
Hunger Games
Perdition or Cloud
vibes.
Atlas. You know.
Yeah, he was in Cloud Atlas.
Yeah, but would you consider what he did in that movie villain?
No, not really.
Yeah.
I can't say that I've ever like seen Tom Hanks play a super sinister role. Yeah, I mean, you can argue that his actions are unfavorable or even you know mm, what's the word untoward in certain instances, but anytime Tom Hanks plays a role, he's never really sinister, he's not evil, he's not really you know like what you would consider a bad guy.
I am bad, but that is good. It is good to be bad. Ralph, you're
That's the
not
name
going
of the
turbo on
song.
us, are you?
No, it's more like, oh, good
Goodness.
people do bad things sometimes.
Oh
Mm.
wow, Cloud
I
Atlas.
mean,
Oh, go ahead.
in Lady Killers, I mean, you could say the character was sinister, but I mean, kind of more like in a goofy way. I mean, hello, I guess Colonel Sanders is a villain.
Okay, I kind of want to look into this now.
I mean, the facial hair and everything. Yeah, I mean, and he has a southern accent, so it's like, and he's wearing a white outfit.
Okay, when we
So
say Southern accent, is it like Knives Out Southern accent?
that was actually on TV recently, and I caught a little bit of that. Mm, no, I would say more like southern accent, like, oh, I don't know if I would say like exactly, but like, um, so if you've seen Tombstone, like Val Kilmer in that,
Mm-hmm.
or like a southern aristocratic
Yeah.
accent.
What would that
Whereas,
be? I'm thinking Wild Wild West.
oh, you're thinking like Kenneth Branagh?
Dr. Lovelace.
Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Hmm.
Where they put the H on the
Yeah.
W's. Why? Why are you here right now?
Oh, and Kenneth Branagh. We mentioned Kenneth Branagh again. Oh,
but the movie Cloud Atlas has the Wachowskis as the directors, which, if I'm not
yeah.
mistaken, are
Huskies.
most famous for the.
Matrix.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I don't know. I haven't watched all of The Matrix, so.
Yeah, I have.
I haven't watched the last one. Like the latest
You.
one.
Oh yeah, the one that just came out.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know they did V for Vendetta.
Oh yeah,
Dang.
and Alan Moore wasn't exactly happy with it,
Yeah.
but hey. But still, Hugo Weaving in that movie is just great.
Yeah, that is true. Well, we're about 10 minutes overdue for Landon to read his kids go the fuck to sleep.
Maybe he'll have better luck with them than I had with you. Mister, I need to go sleep. I gotta get up for work in the morning. 1 o'clock in the morning, he's still yakking.
I believe it. Enjoy your
Yeah.
youth. That's what it's for.
Is that what it's for? I wasted my
Yeah,
youth
once you get
on
into your 30s,
this ginger yakking my ear off?
yeah, once you get into your 30s, going to bed is a lot easier.
I mean, it's not much difficult now. I mean,
It'll get easier.
getting so old.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna head out and start screaming at kids and whatnot, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Beating up puppies.
Sounds good. I'm gonna eat my progressively stale fries now.
All right. Have a good night.
Great.
All right.
Yep. You too.
Oodles of toodles. Bye.
Bye.